Chuck here from Rock Hill Farms. I'm getting ready to load my tractor onto my trailer so I can take it over to the dealership and get my new self-leveling loader put on. As I was getting ready to do this, I started to think about the last time that I loaded this tractor on this trailer. We live on a hill, and so I always like to do this on closer to level ground, but honestly, there is no level ground on this property. Right here in the driveway is as close as it gets, and maybe all the way down at the other end of the driveway is completely level, but I'm not sure. So the last time I loaded this trailer, I had kind of a scary incident happen, and I decided that the next time I loaded it, I was going to show that on camera. So this is a John Deere 2038R. It weighs a little under 3,000 pounds with nothing on it. But I've got 500 pounds of ballast in the tires. I've got another 130 pounds of wheel weight. I've got a rear implement. When you add everything in, this could be 4,500 depending on what the implement is. I have a half-ton truck. When I bought this half-ton, it's a 2019 Ram Limited, and I shopped around and I bought the truck that had the highest towing capacity of any half-ton truck. And it's got air shocks, and it's heavy built for a half-ton truck, but that doesn't change the weight of the truck. So the time I'm referencing when I had an issue was the first time I'd loaded this tractor after having the tires filled with fluid. And when I drove on, I could see the rear of the truck lifting a little bit. And I wasn't too worried about it because it always lifts a little bit. But this time it lifted enough to lose traction on those rear tires, and the truck and trailer moved probably 4 or 5 foot forward. And I was lucky that the tractor didn't fall off. Nothing crazy happened, but it certainly could have. And if this was any more of a steep incline, it could have really been bad. So that got me thinking about what can I do to prevent that, and that's what I want to show you today. Alright, so the only way I can think of to keep the back of the truck from lifting is to keep the front of the trailer from going down. So I've seen some people in videos use jack stands under here, which is what I was thinking I would do, but I don't see my jack stands anywhere, so I'm going to go ahead and lift the back of this just a tiny bit with this floor jack. I'm not really trying to lift the trailer, but just put a support right under the center so that it can't drop. Now I've got support under the back of the trailer. I'm going to go set my emergency brake and we'll get this sucker loaded up. Alright, so I've loaded this tractor on here quite a few times, and without a doubt that was the most stable it's ever felt while I was doing it. I'm going to go ahead and strap the tractor down and then give you a couple more tips that I have on securing the tractor to the trailer. Alright, I've got it strapped down and I'm ready to go. Now I'm not going to tell you exactly how you should strap your tractor to your trailer, because laws can vary from state to state, and you need to make sure that you're going to be clear with the DOT more than anything. I will mention a couple of ways not to strap it down. You don't want to fasten to your 3-point, and you don't want to fasten to any kind of attachment or implement. And obviously you don't want to fasten to anything that can move. I like to go around the axles or the frame in some way. Another thing that I really think is important is to drive a half mile or a mile, stop, and then make sure your straps are tight. Somehow it seems like straps like to come loose when you start moving. As far as general guidelines, most states require you to fasten down in 4 directions, like all 4 corners or all 4 tires. A lot of times they require that each strap be rated for the weight of what you're hauling. So I said that the tractor weighs about 3,000 pounds. If I have the mower and the backhoe and loaded tires and everything, it might be close to 4,500. So I have 4 straps that are each rated for 4,000 pounds going in diagonals from the corner. I definitely feel like putting the jack or some jack stands under the back of the trailer is a good idea. Now if you have a subcompact tractor and a 1-ton truck, you may not even feel it going on there. But if you're like me and you've got a compact tractor with a half-ton truck, it's definitely a concern that you can lift the rear of the truck. That was the most stable I've ever felt loading my tractor. I hope you found the video interesting, or maybe got some tips that could help you out. In just a minute, you'll see links to a couple more of our videos right here, and I'll see you next time.